you Hello, welcome to Sunday Night Ticket. This is week 5 of SHL. I am Banja, and I am joined by my co-caster, Dr. Adel. How are you doing?
Dr. Dreidel. I'm doing great. We got an interesting match tonight. Both players have chosen Paladin Rogue, but the difference is one has chosen Shaman and the other's got Warrior. So I want to see how, Warrior is going to shape up this week. After the nerfs and it being a new season, Warrior is kind of left clueless right now. But
yeah, I'm almost wondering if this is more of a control or fatigue warrior. Especially since it's last hero standing, it can be used as more of a counter Q.
Exactly. It's a beautiful day in New York. Beautiful rank day, that is. But I haven't been that lucky. I've hit the wall, I want to say 7 times.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. And so as you said, the Druid and Priest were banned, which are by far the most banned classes still. And then
I'm not surprised on either of those bans.
It looks like so far this week in SHL, Druid has been banned 27 times, Priest has been banned 24 times, and between all the other classes have been banned a total of 17 times.
It looks like we'll be starting the game right now.
It looks like we have followed Durnan on the Paladin and Town Drunk on the Rogue. And we see Prince Keliseth in the Paladin. So this looks like a hand buff Paladin rather than a Murloc Paladin.
Maiev versus Arthas. For Lordaeron.
None can escape my fury.
So both players, starting with Keliseth, become a pretty interesting match.
Really great. Keliseth is going to help both players out in this deck. I think Faldarn is on a...
Amazing.
Truth is found in death. Truth is found in death.
What would Uther do?
So Town Drunk just deciding he has several options here. He can just go ahead and coin Keliseth, or he can save the coin and play a Swashburger and backstab for 1-2. So not as straightforward as it looks.
Which path to choose? Which path to choose? What would Uther do?
Okay, now I can see both sides. Alright, I was having a little bit of technical difficulties. So yes, Faldarn is playing the hand buff Paladin, which is my favorite deck right now. I really like the list. I really like how it pans out, and I think if Faldarn gets a head on board, the Town Drunk can't ever race the taunts Faldarn is playing.
Think.
So right now, the Town Drunk is ahead, but if Faldarn can just stabilize, this might turn around. And
That's exactly right, especially with
we'll be
this
hoping to see that.
Taker into Corpse Taker, Wicker Flame, plenty of taunts with Divine Shield.
Which path to choose?
And Town Drunk never wants to see that.
Deciding on that Corpse Taker, yeah. That was a great pickup by Town Drunk. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw the backstab here, but
Yeah, you save a 2-3 this way, so I definitely like seeing the backstab come out. You just have to lose your 2-1. Then your 2-3 and your Tar Creeper can trade.
yeah, you trade with that Tar Creeper, you do.
Yes, and you keep all of your minions alive.
Let's see what Swash picks up. Ooh, that's not a good creep. That's not what you want to see with a Swash.
For all purposes in this deck, that's a 4-mana 1/4 weapon.
That's worse than the 1/4 weapon for 1. Oh, we're just that going face. I can That's a fine play too. That's fine.
Yep. I think I would rather have tentacles for arms. So Town Drunk is just saying he's not expecting any way to buff this flame elemental. So he's not coming up on a turn 6 where a Spike Ridge Steed is an issue. So he just decides to go face.
I feel like this is a corpse digger turn right here. Again, it will get eaten by 2 minions, but it will give you the life you want back,
Which path to choose?
and you'll be ahead on board.
Your magic shall
But we're
not
going with
save
Spellbreaker.
I like this as
Fine.
well. You're able to clear a minion, get a 5/4 minion that should be able to stick somewhat well, or at least get several trades. You can follow this up with a Wicker Flame plus the Rallying Blade.
The Swashbuckler, just not lucky on the swashes today.
It won't be too terrible here. I'll put Wicker Flame to 1 health, which will then go to 2. Not the minion you want to put to 1 health, but it's still something.
I'm a child now.
I think the Town Drunk is deciding to trade here. And he will be trading everything. I think Baldurn's obvious turn right now is to play Wicker Flame and Rallying Blade. That is such a good turn for him. Unless the Elder or the Acolyte of Pain that he just drew is also an okay line, but I do like this line much more.
I do like this line better. The Acolyte of Pain, its only purpose is to draw. There's no real reason to draw if you have a really good turn anyway and you have some more gas. So I think it's definitely correct to play the Burn Bristle here. Shadow Step, not what
This tempo deck is definitely drawing suboptimally right now. Drawing all of its. Ooh,
That's nice.
that's a big one right there.
So I'm thinking, yeah, you punch with the Tar Creeper, and then I think you just play Tarim and let Tarim absorb the Wicker Flame.
And then swing with the 3/3 into that. Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
Swiftly.
This might change the game for that Tarium. That was a big pull. Ooh, another Tarium though. The old double Tarium. You don't see that every day.
No.
Winter is here.
This is still pretty awkward for Town Drunk. He's out of gas and dealing with these.
Shadowcaster, interesting addition in the deck though. I think I wouldn't be sad if I saw Shadowcaster copying Swashbuckler.
I think you need to at this point. You're going to fall too far behind if you don't play your minion. And you can also get a little bit more gas potentially off the Swashbuckler.
I mean, I understand if you want to get another Tyrium for like if you think you're going to top deck Firefly. Understand that line as well.
The shadows beckon.
He does copy the Tyrium. I think he just wants to be ahead on board, so he's going to try and trade both of them in.
Yeah. So he has 7 power on board. And But the Rallying Blade goes into the 3/3 Terrain, and then he's still not very ahead, especially when Follow Durden's Terrain comes down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so I
mean,
like punching
dealing with a
1/1 here.
5/9. Rough.
Punching 1/1 here, and then Hero Power Terrain.
Follow the rules.
Maybe we're just trying to set up for a bigger Terrian play.
What it appears to be. I'm not sure why we're saving Smuggler's Run here, to be honest. It only buffed 2 minions, but I don't think you can expect it to ever buff more than that at this point.
I mean, that Edwin Van Cleef's just going to get eaten up by Tyrion, which is not great. I feel like you definitely play Tyrion here unless you see Bone Mare.
Yeah, so the question is, do you play Tyrion before Stonehill Defender? I don't think it makes
Also,
sense.
you could
Unless
run
you-
and you could run Hero Power Tyrion, which I don't hate either.
Yes.
You don't Tyrion first, though. You swing at the 1/1, then Tyrion.
Yes.
You're not gonna allow him to get the free kill off that 4/4.
I definitely like the Smuggler's Run here. You're really not going to get much more value off of it.
Out of my jungle.
Still holding Tyrion.
Doesn't want to play the Tyrion yet. I don't like this because it allows the Van Cleef to survive. And then you're almost
the Van Cleef surviving is dangerous. Bone Mare is always an option for both of them. That's a great top deck, but right now it's not going to do very much. It will be good when that second Tyrion comes out, though.
Yes.
I just don't think you just play it out. Just wait.
Yeah, I think you have to save it at this point. It's very likely that your opponent has a big taunt such as Tyrion or Tyrion, so you want to definitely save it for that. And you almost are always going to be able to play it the next turn.
Which path to choose?
I think playing the non-buff Tyrion's fine here.
I think you play the non-buff Tyrion. I think because your opponent held a card, there are only so many cards your opponent would hold here, and Vile Spine is very likely for him to have.
What would
So I think you actually play the unbuffed one here.
But we're going for the buffed one. It's gonna get eaten, but Foul Durden's still way ahead on board. Not a great draw, but very solid 10 mana usage.
So if Follow Durden's last card was not Tyrion, Town Drunk would definitely still be in this game, but that second Tyrion is going to hit hard.
That second Tyrion will clear everything, and it won't look pretty. We have 2 turns. Oh, we're just going to concede that first round. Yeah. Getting that second Tyrion off of Stonehill, never the best.
Yeah. So now Town Drunk can go to his own Paladin deck, or he can go to Warrior. So I think if it's Pirate Warrior, we will be seeing that because
No,
I have a
Pirate
feeling-
Warrior is not favored versus hand buff. That is like the worst matchup.
Interesting.
It's like a
From the corpse
70-30
takers.
in my opinion. It's the corpse takers. It's Stonehill Defender, Righteous Protector. There's so many taunt Divine Shield creatures that Pirate Warrior can't ever get through.
So we elect for the Paladin mirror. And it looks like Town Drunk is playing Murloc Paladin. So, in the, which of these do you think is favored in this matchup? The Murloc, the hand buff.
If Murlocs get ahead fast, Murlocs are definitely favored. I think.
Yes, I would agree. I think the longer the game goes, the more, the higher chance the hand buff has.
I think with a nerf, Murlocs might be. It might be 50-50, but I think.
Yeah. I think
close.
the decks are pretty similar in how they play. They want to play some overbuffed minions. They both have things
Now
like
during having all the early game though, it's not going to be easy when the Town Drunk just drew 6 and 8.
yes. It's not what you want to see on turn 3.
That is a good draw though.
Allows them to not only kill the Righteous Protector, but it also the Vile Fin.
But yeah, and you get to keep a creature. It's great.
I'm on fire.
That chum is not looking pretty in a hand
He can
full of
clear the Righteous
non-Murlocs.
Flame and play a 2-1, but that's not too great.
Especially when your opponent has board control.
And you have nothing to play for the next turn.
Having both Corpse Takers again is really great for Faldern.
Winter is here.
It's going to be hard for Town Drunk to come back from this one. Now he's drawing all of his 1-drops.
Yeah.
Wishes
It's
he had
very
those
odd.
about 4 turns earlier.
Extremely awkward draws. I would not be happy if I was the Town Drunk
The
right now.
light dims, but we fight.
Yeah, I'd play it out here. The odds of like getting a Spike Red Steed is kind of high for you, so you want to get your Steed here. If that's like your only option to come back.
Yes. And Valodrin should assume that Town Drunk has Steed almost certainly, based off these 2 cards he's had in his hand the whole game. He's played very suboptimal turns. You know, he has no Murloc. It's almost guaranteed he has Spike Ridge at this point.
You Spike Reg into that creature 100%, and just wait. Kill the 3/3 with your face. I mean, attacking the 1/4 is fine. There's the
I
Enforcer.
like hacking the 1/4 here. You have no way to get past that taunt, and you need to get it past it at some point.
Enforcer's too good not to play. Every single time I see that card, I'm like, I'm gonna play that. That's the best card in the deck.
Alright, so Town Drunk can play his Tide Caller and Terrene.
I don't hate Terrarium here, but again, it's
So he's a bit ahead on board at the moment. but Follow has
Well played.
a good hand. Just and that's an understatement.
Oh, it's more than a good hand. This hand is. They both have Tyrion. I mean, there's like 1,400 taunts in Faldurin's hand. That's like an underestimate of how many taunts there could be in Faldurin's hand. It's definitely a long haul. And another Tyrion. I mean, oh my
Double
gosh,
Tyrion in one game, a second Tyrion in another.
that's
Follow the
gross.
rules.
And
That's just an insult to injury.
Town Drunk has Tyrion on 8, but it's not going to nearly be enough. I don't see any way that Town Drunk will come back from this.
I mean, you would need a consecration, and that's the only thing I could see.
I can think of if Follow Durham overextends with all of his taunts, and then Town Drunk draws a Deathwing.
Oh, that's spice. I do like the Deathwing tech in Murloc Paladin. Play your Curator, get your Deathwing. It's great.
But even at this point, if you played Deathwing and Follow Durham and had one of those 3 taunt Divine Shields in his hand, you know, taking 3 turns for Deathwing to finally get face, and needing 3 hits to finish him off, even that's very unlikely to work at this point.
I wouldn't even think about like my plays if I was Faldurin. Like, you're so far ahead. There's no possible
Follow the rules.
way.
Winter is here.
Unless that Deathwing comes out, or yeah, unless Deathwing comes out. I mean, he did play both of his Aldors, so seems good.
He doesn't want to kill the Tyrion with his Grindstream Enforcer, which is fine, but I would have liked him to at least knock off the Divine Shield Tyrion with his Stonehill Defender.
Oh, deciding to play a Wind Fury in the Murloc Paladin deck. Probably the
Stormwatcher.
no, people are playing the Master that group. What is it? That 3/5 for 5, the Few Master. It could also be Stormwatcher, but I think the Fu Master is really good at the moment.
Is it like Crook Fu Master?
Yes, that's the one.
Never expected that part to be seen in play.
Well, once you print it into a 4/6, it's hard for Paladin to get rid of it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it becomes a good 5-drop.
And Paladins are definitely weak on the 5 drops. You have Benja, and sometimes Stellamancer. And that's pretty much their turn 5. And when you want to lead up into a turn 6,
Reporting for duty.
Spike Ridge Steed, very helpful to have good turn 5.
Good old 10-10-9-9 Tyrion in hand. Like,
The victory is
that's gross. Alright. If Warrior is a control build, I think it is favored. If it's not, this might be a shutout. If he needs the Town Drunk needs an insane hand to beat this, and I've seen it happen where I've gotten horrible hands with hand buff, and
Well, Follow
I
Durham
already
can have a hand just like Town Drunk had last time. You know, you get a double
drawing
Spike
all of
Ridge
its
Steed
bone
and a
mares.
Tyrion. Well, it's Quest Warrior.
Ooh, that might be a fair matchup. They all draw taunts. It might go into late game, and once that quest
Ooh,
is off.
Kaliseth.
Arthas.
It's going to be tough.
For Lordaeron.
Victory or
I've not seen a quest warrior for quite some time.
I have the first week. Also, there we go.
But I certainly
Another
did not
great starter for Faladin though. Like having a 1-2-3, it's too good, and having Prince Kalized. What is this? The second or third time Prince Kalized's been in the starter?
what would
He didn't have it last game. Definitely did not expect to see a quest warrior versus hand buff paladin tonight.
I mean, me neither. I definitely expected hand. Well, not expected hand buff, but I hoped for hand buff because that is one of my favorite techs.
Yeah, but it's another reason I love it SHL because you see some more interesting decks trying to counter what you think.
Bring it on. That's an interesting tech.
Armor made to
I don't know why you would run Bring It On, other than maybe you're playing like that the 1 mana like deal damage equal to your armor card.
Pain speak to me.
Yeah,
And
I'm not sure.
try
I
to get him
feel
a brawl.
like there are better techs. You want to try to get your taunts. You want to try to cycle your deck to get those taunts. I don't think gaining 10 armor is worth lowering your opponent's minions by 2 in a quest deck.
Pain speak to me.
But maybe Town Drunk will prove us wrong.
Holding Smother's Run this whole time seems
that was
risky.
an error?
I play it here. I'd 100% play it here.
And Town Drunk missed 1 damage with his Armor Smith. That's why his oopsie being out there.
Yeah, you definitely Smother's Run here. And
the light dim.
1 mana, 3/3 taunt Divine Shield, not too bad.
it's definitely good. Alright, this is the turn where I would ghoul into Whirlwind.
Yeah, I like Whirlwind first, just in case you draw something like Sleep with the Fishes, for example.
Yeah, you're
Well-
both drawing. You're both drawing a lot of,
Yes.
you're netting him cards, which sucks, but you have to get rid of that board. I could also there's no other line.
Yeah, I like Whirlwind
Just
here. You
one.
draw 3. You draw 3 if you're Acolyte. You don't really need a Coin and Armor Smith at this point.
I mean, I could see holding up Whirlwind for that, turn 5 if you're like scared of Enforcer and you just want to like execute it.
Yes. Very valid point.
But I still like this line here. Like, drawing 3 is always what you want to do with your Acolyte. Alright, that's fine. We passed turn.
No, I assume
Drawing
Follow
2's not bad either.
plays Grind Street Enforcer.
Yeah, you definitely play Grind Street Enforcer here. Like, it's just too good not to play.
Bone Mare would become an 8/8. So that would become a
Yeah,
7 mana 12/12.
It's definitely good.
Yes.
Like, oh, this is a better North Sea Kraken.
Yeah.
Just slam it.
Like, yeah, Deathwing stats on turn 7.
There it is.
And Follow kills the Acolyte.
gets another
Not getting
Acolyte.
a possible second draw off of that one.
Alright, gets a Blood Razor. That's a really good draw.
Yeah, that's very good. With this, he can clear.
Coin out to execute, and clear.
And it's always great to clear up when a Paladin's about to get to turn 6. That's the spike right
Wicker, Flicker, Flame, Brickle, whatever, and Rallying Blade will be followed up by this.
I don't know. I think he would rather see Acolyte of Pain.
Acolyte of Pain's fine as well, especially when you have.
You usually want to play Rallying Blade for attacking minions unless your opponent is getting low. And this also increases the odds that he can load
Blood Up Brave.
There.
Armor Smith, that's a good
Armor.
turn. Quest is at 1. Slow start. Requesting.
I think we'll just see a Bone Mare come down on this Acolyte.
On the Acolyte? Yeah. Yeah.
You've already seen one execute, so shouldn't be too afraid of that. I don't think there's much of a reason to kill the Armor Smith off. I think I'd rather just push forward to the face. It looks like Follow is looking at Chillblade Champion.
If you Chillblade, you also get the option to Aldo or Rallying Blade, which is fine.
I'm going to draw a card with this Acolyte to start off. So he's going to keep his Divine Shield up on his Wicker Flame.
I still kill the 1/4 with your 5/4. I mean, I understand racing faces, but
No, I like this. The 1/4 isn't doing much.
alright, Whirlwind's definitely got to be play here.
So Town Drunk is probably looking for a sleep with the fishes, so he can attack. If he attacks the Burn Bristle, or he can just Whirlwind and try to pull a sleep, and that would be a board clear.
Nope, another Drake.
Probably is going to have to play Bring It On this turn, and I'm sure he doesn't want to.
That's gross.
Yeah, you can't clear any of it now.
I mean, you're gonna have to play it and hope he doesn't go off.
What you can do is, if he is running Sleep with the Fishes, go ahead and attack the Burn Bristle, get that extra draw, and just hope you draw it.
Bone Mare into Scalebane into. Oh gosh. It's everything. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, so Town Drunk already coming out with the well played. He knows it's over. Town Drunk only has
This needs
one.
to be a brawl. This needs to be a brawl.
That's not a brawl. And Town Drunk has only completed 1 of 7 quests.
Yes.
And Durden just has so much gas. I don't see a way.
You could definitely play it slow and not care about anything. That top card needs to be a brawl, and you need to hit brawl on and hope that 5/3 is or your Armor Smith survives. That's the only way I could see this game.
Yep. And even if you do have Brawl, Follow Durnan has 7 minions in his hand if you count the taunts off of Stonehill, plus his draws.
Well, you gotta force Drake out here. It sucks, but
yeah, it keeps him alive for a turn.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't kill anything. I mean, yeah, it's swing there because you're gonna take the damage anyways. You'll kill the 5/3.
You're going to kill both of the 5/3s here.
All right. Yeah, you'll kill both the creatures, and
You're also giving Durden 2
you'll
more
take 7
cards.
next turn.
Oh, another bone there.
This hand is just all gas.
You can even Smuggler's Run and buff eight minions in your hand. You don't even need that though. It's you have plenty of stuff.
I mean, one man to buff 8 minions seems good.
Yeah, it's just why not? Why not at this point?
Follow the rule.
1 mana +8/8. You know, sure. I'll take it. That's like typically never what hand buff paladin does. You never like get that much card advantage. You're just like playing on curve.
But
And
his acolyte, his acolyte's
this acolyte's crazy. It's crazy right now.
already. His first one drew 3. This one, I'm pretty sure, has drawn at least 3 already.
He's just going for it. He knows there's no brawl on his hand.
Yeah.
Alley Armorsmith doesn't do anything here.
Yes. That will
It's
be
just
game and match. I don't see any way Town Drunk can survive the turn.
You have 13 armor plus your 10 damage. You have 23. You can swing for
Sharp gadget and steel.
7 and the
Well
8.
played.
You can swing for 18. Oh, you can make them both 3/3s and so. Oh, yeah. He's just conceding. It's over.
And Father Durden's going to sweep with buff
Sweeping
Paladin.
with hand buff paladin. Never a dull moment. That was pretty gross. Hand buff paladin had really solid hands. That's what you want to see with a deck. I don't know about the Firefly. I might add that to my list, but I didn't think it was that good in the deck. But apparently, it's a solid 1-drop, and it gives you very solid early turns.
Yes, for sure. It helps against aggro, and also it's a very good target for buffs as it is. So I definitely like it in the deck. But
I used to
two
play
of those
Mean Street
games-
Marshal. I thought
two-
Mean Street Marshal would have been fine.
Yep, 2 of those games he had Prince Keliseth, and the other Town Drunk had a very miserable hand. A very lopsided.
The game he didn't have it. He had a good starter. He just drew into the Steed and into the Tyrion, which you never want to draw into your late game after having such a great starter.
Right. So next up we have Jasper versus THL Umer.
Yes,
They are both
dude.
bringing Druid and Priest. Jasper has Rogue and Shaman, and Umer has Hunter and Warlock.
Ooh.
So I expect them to both ban either Druid or Priest.
I expect I expect Priest from the one who's bringing Hunter and Warlock to ban that. And I expect Druid ban from Jasper. So that's what I'm thinking.
I'm actually thinking Jasper banning Priest. I feel like Rogue and Shaman stand a decent chance against Druid more than they do against Priest. I could be wrong there.
Tempo Warlock actually is a really good solid deck right now. I think it's a very underrated deck that it's more of like a mid-range Zulok deck, and I think that deck might be coming up in ranks. It's actually a very very solid deck versus the Tempo Rogue deck.
Yes,
So
I think
I
it is
wouldn't be surprised to see that.
It has it can have explosive starts, a Zoolock, and then you play some demons, and then you play Gul'dan on 10 and have a ton of value as well.
I mean, you do get a very good card advantage with that deck, and you don't mind discarding cards with your Doom Guards or your 4 damage Soul Fires.
Especially when you have a Malkazar imp that just makes up for it.
Let's see here. Hunter, I wouldn't like. There's only one deck for Hunter right now, right? And that's only like mid range
Yes.
or
Yes.
aggro. Shaman.
Usually the main question is to run or not to run the Death Knight. But I think most people are running it.
I've seen people bring Control Shaman, or I've heard of people bring Control Shaman, which I would.
Interesting you said that. For my THL match this week, I brought Control Shaman. I was hard
How is that
targeting.
deck running? Like, what is it? What does it run? Is it just like a whole bunch of like lightning storm effects, and
Yeah.
then
So I ran Volcano, Lightning Storm, and Maelstrom Portal as board clear. I also ran Doomsayers. Pretty much just any anti-aggro card I had, and as well as Hungry Crabs, because the only reason I brought it was to target Murloc Paladin, and I that's exactly what I did. I swept his Murloc Paladin. I put Hungry Crabs in every deck, put Doomsayers in every deck, uh, things like that, and so uh, it worked out the way I planned. It doesn't. My version didn't really have any. It didn't have a lot of value. The most value it had was just Aya. It had the standard Jades of Evolve Shaman, but it was more like taking out the Evolves and the aggro cards and putting in anti-aggro cards.
yeah, I feel like the Elemental version, if you're trying to go Control, would probably be more solid.
Yes, overall, the Elemental version is definitely better. But I think if you do bring it, it's because you want to target a specific deck. So I feel like usually you wouldn't ever want to go the Elemental route because you either want to play a stronger overall deck with Evolve Shaman, or you're bringing control, very hard control to counter a specific deck. And it looks like both players have banned Priest.
All right, so not surprised there. You're definitely right on the one that I thought was going to be Druid, but
Yeah, as a shaman or a rogue, I would definitely rather queue into a druid than queue into a priest. Priest isn't a terrible matchup, but I feel like Jays, especially after they got nerfed, aren't so scary anymore.
all right, looks like they're starting the game. Hunter versus Rogue startup.
We see an infested wolf in Hunter. Don't see that much anymore. It's a bit slow for most of the hunters now.
Another Prince Kalizeth on that start for the Rogue.
Interesting he chose to play the Swashbuckler over the Firefly. If you hold the Swashbuckler, you can play Keliseth into South Sea Captain and pull like 3/3 patches.
Yeah.
So I think I would have preferred him to hold the Pirate for that first turn. Although it does allow him to play into Alley Cat, but I think it would be better to hold it.
I mean, you're still getting. I mean, you're only leaving up one creature for the alley cat, which is fine. But like, I guess if you're scared of what is that? Starving hyena.
Yes.
That's
Scavenging
why you would
Beast.
play the pirate first.
Yes. Yep. But to me, even that, which would be pretty bad, you still are pulling a 3/3 patches, and with Keleseth and a 3/3 patches, you're probably going to be able to deal with it anyway. And so it comes out the same worst case versus in a better case, you're much more ahead than where he is now. Whereas now he's going to trade the 3/2 and presumably just play a 3/3 captain by itself.
I fully agree with that. Running the Corpse Widow version, I've seen this version earlier in the season. It's definitely took me as surprise, like how insane Corpse Widow could be in this deck.
Yeah, it's not bad stats. 5 mana, 4/6. So it's one less attack than just a vanilla 5 mana, 5/6. But getting even one death rattle comes a 3 mana, 4/6. So if you get some death rattles rolling, it can be quite insane. And I didn't mention this earlier, but off that Swashbuckler, as you know, most of the Swashbucklers today have not been too good, but you got Smuggler's Crate, which at the moment is
It's
not going
great,
to do
but
much for him. At least it's a
if
combo
if he's running Flappy Bird, it might be insane.
Yes.
That's the one
he
card I want to
pulls
see
another
right now.
off the-
Spellbreaker, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't hate
Yeah,
that in this deck.
I've been seeing Spellbreakers in this rogue deck, and I'm really not sold on it.
I don't think it's I don't think it has a high enough impact to be played, but it's not that bad of a card.
Yeah.
If you're scared. I'm just not a big fan of silencing creatures.
Yeah, I don't think it's good enough. You can silent taunt a lot, but I mean there aren't that many taunts that you want to. It ends up being a pretty clunky card most of the time.
This hunter has to get ahead somehow.
Oh, and he has the Smuggler's Crate. Right on.
He's running the Hydra. Oh my god. 11/11 Hydra on turn
5
6.
mana. This is a 6 mana 11/11.
That's too good.
Alright, and it looks like this game is going to be Jasper.
And when you see the 11/11 Hydra, it's just it's over. I haven't seen Hydra in Tempo Rogue yet, but maybe. It's not bad. It's not bad in Tempo Mage. Why wouldn't it be bad in Tempo Rogue?
My only issue is you want in Tempo Rogue you're running the Keleseth for buffs, and that +1/+1 buff is better the smaller your minion is or the cheaper it is.
I've had some trouble with Dragon though, that 5 mana.
The Scalebane, Cobalt Scalebane.
Cobalt Scalebane, I've had trouble with it, and it hasn't seemed great,
Yeah.
All right, going with the Control Warlock. And
we saw Alex Straza mulligan away.
Versus Gul'dan.
That's a 50-50 matchup, actually. The Control Warlock actually has a lot of removal early. It can definitely win this game.
And unfortunately for Jasper, he's gotten several more control-y cards in his hand, and not any real aggressive cards except for maybe Swashbuckler or SI. And again, the Swashbuckler pulls a Doom.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lich King.
Doom's gonna be great versus I don't know. It's just It gives you a lot
probably
of
get in the late game, but
gives you a good amount of card draw when you need it.
so tricky turn for Jasper because he would probably like to backstab Coin Edwin, but if he backstabs, he has to backstab his own pirate, his own patches, and leave the 2-1 up, which is definitely not what he wants to do. So he's just going to coin out the SI agent.
This guy's toast.
Which leaves, yeah, I just draw here. And would you?
Second
I don't know.
one.
I feel you definitely play the misters.
Trust me.
I thought that wasn't going to be played, but yeah. A lot of life gain in this deck, which is normal.
For sure. So Jasper has 2 options here. You can backstab Van Cleef, or you can just put a Tar Creeper down. I think I would prefer the Tar Creeper. It contests. I mean, it obviously contests the Mistress, and you can push some damage.
But you gotta realize that you're not gonna have very many turns when Siphon Souls just gets rid of Van Cleef by itself. So you're gonna have to play the Van Cleef out sooner or later, or you're just never gonna get any value with it.
Not the hand Jasper wants. Can't use either the backstabs, the Doom, Spellbreaker, and Van Cleef are very poor on an empty board. So this is going with the second Tar Creeper.
And getting Alexstrasza and the 5-drop seems like a rough hand that Jasper's gonna have to beat if he wants to win this.
So I expect Jasper to just play a 4/4 Edwin here. So you can backstab, dagger down the Farseer, and then just play a 4/4.
Which will probably get eaten by
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Siphon Souls. Unless I wouldn't be scared of 4/4.
Yep. So I was going to say Umar has
Drawing the giant here isn't really good.
because you don't really want to siphon a 4/4, but that pickup of a mountain giant, very good for him. He can draw a card and play an 8/8.
I don't know. I'd be scared of drawing more cards than I need to at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always scared of
Despicable
I'm
Dread.
always scared of the aggro Leroy. That's always what I'm worried about.
Yeah. Yeah. So this play sets up for Abyssal Enforcer killing the Van Cleef, which is pretty good here.
What you will do? Vile Spine. Abyssal Enforcer will get everything but the Vile Spine. Seems fine. Actually, no, it won't get the Tar Creeper as well.
So he dies to Leroy Coldblood, but thankfully for him, Jasper doesn't have that.
Well,
Still has a pretty
he
clunky
does
hand.
have Siphon Soul and Drain Soul, so that's 5 health you're getting back.
And, following that is an Alexstrasza, so he's in a pretty good spot here if he doesn't die, which he will not be.
If I was in Jasper's shoes, I just I play both my creatures. I have to win the game sooner or later.
Yep. If you just keep waiting, you're giving a Warlock time is not what you need to do if you want to win.
Especially Control Warlock. It's too good. Thinking about hitting face here with the... Or, yeah, just clearing? Okay.
Yeah. So this plays around anything like the file. And he elects to not play his captain, which I don't think is good. I think you definitely play your 3/3 here.
I wouldn't hate the Alanos Drain Souls play, but Lich King's fine here as well.
Yeah. And not the draw Jasper was looking for. Firefly does not do much on turn 8 against the Lich King.
Slamming 2 giants next turn, never what you want to see. I mean, if both giants get slammed, Doom becomes really good, but it's only turn 9 for Jasper.
Yep. And it won't be good enough. He'll be able to follow up with an Alex Straza.
We hunger for vengeance.
Another Frostmourne.
And that's going to be game number 2, taken by Umer on the Warlock.
Yep. Doom. Swashbucklers have been extremely awkward all day today.
The only decent one was the Terrain.
Yeah, that was really good.
Smart moves. I concede.
Alright, so Jasper has the option of Druid and Shaman against Warlock, and I'm almost
I wouldn't be.
playing
I think
Druid.
it's Shaman. No, if it's
Shaman?
I don't know. I feel like Evolve Shaman doesn't have a bad matchup against
I don't know, I
Control.
think Control Warlock, to me, when I've played Control, is Shaman seems to be one of the better matchups for me.
Really?
Yes.
Alright.
Defile completely annihilates them. Really, most of the board clears kill at least most of their minions. Now, Umer's Warlock is running Giants and Drakes, which definitely lowers the win rate against Shaman. Without those, a really strict control version, which is what I like to run, is definitely favored against Shaman.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's pretty close to 50-50 for his version.
I just feel like the Giants and Drake's version is the normal version. The deck.
Yeah, I think that most people definitely play it.
Just race it. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, without them, it's very hard to beat Control. Really, the only way you get a Gul'dan really early.
Playing Glocka Crawler versus Druid.
Yeah, Druid, Hunter, Priest, Warlock.
I don't see why you would tech Glocka Crawler only for Hunter, and then what are you teching it for?
Yeah, exactly.
They're only running Bloodsail Courser if they're running their patches. So I don't see why that's in the deck.
On average, you're going to have more pirates than your opponent.
What are you taking out for the crawler is what I'm worried about.
Yeah. Maybe a Devolve, maybe a Doppelgangster. But I don't see any benefit of replacing one of those cards with the Galactic Crawler.
Yeah.
We just replaced his Primal Fin Totem, which is fine. I would have liked him to put it on the other side of the Blood Corsair, so that 1/1 would not be on the outside. Some
Yeah, it
fairly
was kind
minor
of
error
awkward
there.
placement. I think you just kill the 3/3 here with your Jade Lightning.
I agree. Ooh,
The Vial was a great top.
yes. And that's exactly what he's going to do.
We're just making these things from below cheaper and cheaper though, but that's the plan. Make them
Yes.
0 mana cards and then evolve and hope you get something. Or playing one here's you're running into that Siphon Soul, but he's not going for it, so
I like playing the thing from below here, pressuring him, and you don't want to give the Warlock a free turn with 6 mana. If he siphons Soul, yes, you lose your 5/5 taunt, but you regain initiative.
but now you have to play evolve here. There's no reason not to.
Um, you can also Flame Tongue, kill the and Portal, Maelstrom Portal. You can get a full board clear and have a couple minions and just pass the evolve one more turn. I feel like if you evolve this turn, you just the mountain giant is going to be able to value trade, and there's always that possibility of a facial shambler coming out.
I do see that you could trade there, but I also like
Oh, and he's punished for that very small misplay of not playing him before Portal.
that was a big punish.
Right. Umar has another chance of setting up a mountain giant taunt here.
Yeah, and this is where you definitely devile, and it kind of sucks, but
Shields up.
there's no other line. Like, you'll give him an 8/8 without taunt, which is great for you.
Yep.
You swing through 4 at the face, play your thing from below,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I think you do this, and yep, evolve. Thing from below evolve. Or actually, you can just punch through this giant. Yeah, I think I like this. So you play Jade Claws, you kill the giant off with your Hive Queen and your Healing Totem, then you're able to play, or you're just going to evolve this board. I think I definitely want him to trade off the Emerald Hive Queen there. You're not going to get a 5 attack minion off of a 2.
I guess you do take 8 here.
Yes.
We'll just see if that Souls comes out, and it will be devastating.
Okay.
That also is a good draw. That Soul, yeah. I agree with that line.
Yes. aren't very many bigger minions than that in Evolve Shaman without Evolve going on.
Thrall, that's not bad. That you definitely play that here.
Yep. I like the Galaka Crawler into Thrall. Or you can actually.
yeah.
Oh, no, I take that back. I like the.
I would hero
portal.
power a
I like
portal
the-
into. Yeah, that's
The
fine.
Maelstrom portal allows you to evolve your minion.
You get a 4-drop, a 3-drop, and a 2 3-drops.
I am the frozen heart of the Scourge.
Spice. Nothing great. We'll get the draw. The draw guy's fine.
I think the polluted hoarder is pretty good for him here. He definitely needs some draw. So, evolve, and Galaka Crawler not doing much.
Yep.
Warriors of the frozen wastes.
So
I'm not sure why Umar passed on playing Mistress and Mixture here. Maybe playing around Evolve, but I think you would rather go
I
ahead
don't know.
and
I feel like Mistress of Mixture is really good.
Right, so with this Jade Lightning,
That's the,
Jasper can kill this Lich King and draw a card and get a 3/3. He can also just evolve it into a 7 drop, which is what he's going to do.
Greet you.
5/5.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty good for Jasper.
So I would definitely still get that card draw though.
Yeah, I don't think you play Evolve here.
Chosen.
You can kill it with the Rifleman, go face with your other 2, and then evolve the Outdoor.
Brawler, we're just not gonna.
No, I don't. I really think you don't want to evolve your polluted hoarder.
Well, looks like we're evolving.
Sculptor that belongs in a museum.
I'm not sure why you evolved that one either. Berserker than just a plain 3/4.
I mean, 6 drops are better than most 5 drops, so I would have evolved a 3/6. Usually the 6 drops are really good, the 8 drops are really good, and the 9 drops are okay. Yes, you get punished because you draw that doppelgangster,
Yes.
and it's yeah. I think you just
Yeah,
holding that evolve.
Yep.
Devastating.
Yeah, that his last turn play was not too good, and it could definitely cost him the game here and now.
See what 6 it is. Nothing great.
At this point, I think you have to play Doppelgangster and just really hope your opponent doesn't have another board player.
Oh well, holding it, well, I guess was the right play because that top is the board clear. But it won't get everything. It will not.
Yeah, so if your opponent has board clears, you're not going to win anyway. And if your opponent has minions, the Doppelgangster isn't getting much better unless you find that second evolve, which is very
Is he
unlikely.
mistressing into Hellfire into Despicable Dreadlord? Because that will clear the board.
Yes, it will.
Trading there seems weird. Alright, so Alexstrasza will be the play. Looks like, oh, hitting him?
I bring
Alright.
life.
Right. He also has the Void Walker.
Why do you call?
This is very questionable play to me because he didn't. Jasper didn't play that last card, so that last card is easily a Bloodline. And picking up anything that deals with that 1/3, and that would be perfect lethal. Now, also the only way for Imra to heal from now on is Mistress.
Yeah, but him not playing that Hellfire, he's going to walk right into it. It's going to be devastating.
Yeah. And this is why I like playing Doppelgangster last turn, because if your opponent has board clears, you force him to play it then. If he has minions, he's going to play the minions. You're just going to be further behind. So it doesn't achieve much by holding it.
Doppelgangster hit the 1-3 with the 5-5, make it a 7 drop? No, probably not. You want 6 drops more than 7 drops.
Hey, you need tickets.
Another suboptimal 6. And that Blood Mage Stalanos Hellfire will get rid of the board.
I don't know. I don't think I like this. I think I would just rather Hellfire and Despicable Dreadlord here. That will clear the board, and you can push
No,
quite a bit of damage as well.
trust me.
But this isn't bad.
I mean, Hellfire and Despicable would win the game. More. Getting that other Doppelgangster, oof, that's heartbreaking.
It really didn't matter at this point. I think the only card Jasper can get just
Dirty
fights with lightning. So
Dirty Rat would have been it. That's the only thing I could think of.
yeah. Or the other 2/6 taunt, the one that summons raptors for your opponent.
Alright, so Druid versus Control Warlock, which, if it's Jade Druid, it is favored. I think.
It is Jade Druid. So for him to win, he needs early Drakes and Giants, and he has one of each in this opening hand.
Yeah, I do like that starter for the Control Warlock.
Your soul shall be mine.
I must protect the wild.
I would definitely mulligan the Nourish and yeah. Getting Pulse 6, that's not what you want to see.
Nope. Oh, and an Aya.
That's rough.
I greet you. Nature will
So I think you
rise
definitely hold the
against you.
Mistress here. You want more health on the Drake and want the Giant sooner. So I don't see much benefit of playing the Mistress. Oh,
And hitting the ultimate infestation. Oh. We need to like get our Nourish now. That's okay. That's an okay pickup.
can use it to cycle, try to find some more ramp.
But that Drake's just coming down. Rough. I would definitely cycle with that Wrath.
Yes,
There's
I
no-
think you really have to at this point.
Yeah, there's no reason to just look at a 4-8 and twiddle your thumbs. Like, you gotta go for this game. You definitely Wrath here, and then Hero Power, and then you're probably gonna Aya next turn.
Yes. Looks like he's going for 3 damage.
I find that
No, he went.
nope, not yet. I was
Oh,
like, that's
Innervate.
still running Innervate. 2017.
My eyes are
Holy
I tried
heal
that.
on that.
I tried the new Innervate for a little bit. Quickly decided it was not good anymore.
It's not great. I look at it and I'm like, I wish this card was anything else.
Yep. It's you only gain one less mana, but you
It's
also
not
gain
good.
half. You gain half of the mana you used. So very bad right now. Right.
Can clear that giant though. Good to note. Actually, no. Yes, can clear the giant. You
Yes.
want to clear that. Do you? I don't think you Jade Idol and just played. I mean, you could.
You definitely don't shuffle it, but you have the option of playing it just as a Jade. You get
I don't
pressure
hate
from
this.
four.
I don't hate just making a 5/5 here and killing the 4/4.
I think you actually play a Jade Idol as a minion here. You put up a lot of pressure, and you can kill off the 4/4. You're solid against
You
the
definitely want to kill out the
file.
4/4.
Yes.
Time waits for no one.
So worst case scenario here is Siphon Soul, and that's not too terrible.
That is the pickup. That is the pickup. Siphon Soul will kill the 6/6, and you're gonna have to trade into that 8/8.
Yes.
I don't see any other line for the Control Warlock at the moment.
Oh, he elects to not. Interesting.
Do you just swipe the 8/5 here
I
and
think you
take
do.
8 to the face?
Yes, I definitely like that.
What to do?
And then you can also make a 2/2 with your 3/3. I mean, no, you can't do that.
Well, no, you just have to use it, but you will be able to use Innervate Infestation the next turn. So yeah, I like swiping that, killing that off, and then just pushing 11 more to the face. If he plays Abyssal Enforcer, yeah, Abyssal Enforcer is not a problem at all. Yeah, there isn't really anything.
Abyssal Forcer's fine here. I mean, Siphon Souls is going to be the play.
I would have definitely liked to see the Siphon Soul last turn.
He's going to get punished by the Ultimate Infestation. Everyone's playing Mind Control Tech these days. Like I thought it was just like a one game kind of thing, but I've seen it in just about every list, and I still don't understand why people are playing MCT in Jade Druid. It kind of like makes me mad.
Makes you.
Like, it boils my blood.
I have had a lot of issues with what I want my tech cards to be in Jade Druid, and I've had one mind control tech in mind, which has done pretty well. Like it's really good in the mirror. Stealing a Jade Druid ends up having 4 more minions all the time, and it's also pretty good against aggro. Even if you can't steal something, having a minion on turn 3 is pretty good. So at first I was very skeptical, but after playing with it for a while, I see why almost everyone is
Getting
running.
the other UI off the UI is too good. It's gonna suck.
Warriors of the frozen wastes.
That's a 5-mana board player.
Yes, but the mulligan is relevant.
Yes.
But picking up a board clear is what you need. Swipe, yep. Swipe and then make a 3-2 and a 2-2.
Yeah, that's what I see.
I mean, it's low impact, but that Lich King needed to go.
Job done.
This is a great turn for the Abyssal. Get rid of him.
Clear the board and summon a 6/6.
You give it taunt. You're gonna want to be careful on this Malfurion if you choose poisonous,
Yeah, I like.
because that's not good for you.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah,
definitely taunt. Yeah, you want to try to clear the board with the Doomsayer. I think this is correct.
yeah.
But unfortunately for Jasper, Umber has the second Siphon Soul ready to go.
That's fine though. Getting rid of that Siphon Soul off of a Doom Guard's like definitely what you want to like
Yep.
use the
Boomer
Doom Guard
has
for.
lots of cards in hand, but not much value. He has Alex Straza, Siphon Soul, but the others are pretty low impact against a Druid.
I don't know if he's thinking about setting up for like a. I don't think. No, you don't just. Wait. Let me count.
So many possibilities.
Like I don't know if he's thinking about deviling here, but it doesn't seem correct.
Yeah, I think you have to Siphon Soul. I think giving a J Druid initiative would.
I think you play Blood Mage.
Side effect.
Like, what is Blood Mage doing in your hand
Trust me.
Yeah,
versus
I think
this deck?
yeah, you need to play Blood Mage. You need to cycle. You need to find some more value in your deck.
How many cards in? I feel like you just mulligan one and play your other ultimate infestation, or mulligan two.
My thoughts are plagued.
Yeah, I like that playing Infestation on the 6/5.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like that's the only like
Tangled
really strong
web.
play you have, unless you're going to like wild growth and hope you like get something. This is a very this is forcing
Death is eternal.
like a board clear.
Turn is not.
Ooh,
Getting
not,
rid of J Spirit though, that's
Yeah.
devastating.
not the card you want to discard. Yeah, you just got a Wild Growth and a Mire Keeper, and then discarded the Jade Spirit.
Because I don't see that much value in Jasper's hand, and that's like, you have Mind Control Tech, you have double Spreading Plague. I mean, there's
Double
nothing.
Wild Growth. Yeah, you have 10 cards in hand and 4 cards.
None of them do anything. That's the problem with both players' hands. None of them do anything.
Yep, exactly. Large hands with nothing to do. But
I mean, this is going to be a. That's a good one to mulligan too.
pretty good
This
Spreading
is
Plague.
Spreading Plague turn into Mire Creeper.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I like,
or you can play Spellbreaker, I guess, and you get Spellbreaker.
I like a Spreading Plague and Mind Control Tech here.
Do you Mind Control Tech here?
I think you do. I don't think you're ever going to get more. The Warlock. The Warlock is dumping the hand. Yeah, I think you definitely play it here. It's rare that you can ever get Mind Control off against a control lock.
It's funny that you take the Mistress of Mixture Hope they don't like. Even now, you don't give them 4 life. Hopefully, I feel like now you want to start going. You want to start using your hero power and against the warlock because you're not getting very much value, and you're gonna have to start racing him down. So I feel like getting the attack here is what you want to be doing.
Yes. The second innervate picked up. Very interesting. He's playing 2 of them.
A tangled
Yes.
web.
I feel like you definitely want to use your Jade Blossom here.
Yes, you need a threat on the board. Yeah, I don't mind one innervate too much because it allows you to play Infestation and then you can innervate an idol that you draw. But 2, I don't think innervate's nearly good enough to think about running 2.
Also, you're gonna want to start using your Wild Growths possibly. Like they're just sitting in your hand doing nothing, and you're gonna mulligan out soon anyways. So you want to finish the game out as soon as possible. Yeah, I like this. I like just racing.
Yes. You're not going to get a better Spellbreaker target. Just might as well push 3 more damage. And it looks like he missed the attack. Ran out of time there at the end.
That Hellfire draw is devastating though. I mean, it's gonna get rid of every single one of your creatures, but you're gonna get rid of 3 taunts, which is really good. I can see Line too, but like that gets rid of your creature. Ooh, there's the one that we've been all waiting for. What do we have left? 9 to 3 cards.
So Umar clears all the taunts, but he doesn't push any damage to face. So, having a hard time seeing how he's going to close the game out.
My thoughts are.
I mean, the Death Knight, it does close games out by itself.
Yes.
I think you swing at the 8/8 here.
Yes. You want to use your. Yeah, you want to take 7 extra damage to keep your 4/2 alive. Yeah, so that is true. Yes. Umar can.
I mean, I could see the playing in the second Spreading Plague, but yeah, I could see this Spreading Plague here because you're not going to get a better Spreading Plague. And I mean, maybe you get it with like when they play Blood Reaver Gul'dan, but like I don't hate this. I don't hate this line.
I expect Blood Reaver Gul'dan to be played here.
Unless you just want to play your 8/8. That seems really risky.
Almost out of cards.
I just like playing your J Behemoth here. That's what you want to be doing. Yeah, get that on the field. Fire Creeper, yep, and just face or kill the 2/2.
No, at this point, you're out of steam. You just block. At this point, the longer the game goes, the harder it's going to be for Jasper to win.
You Doom Pack this. There's no other time you need to get rid of that board. Doom Pack's the only thing that gets rid of that board instantly. Don't you just die if you do this?
I think you do.
That's
It looks like it's 2. Wait,
you guys still have
no, this
hero
is lethal.
power.
It's lethal with
Yeah, that's
Wrath.
lethal.
Yeah. So, misplay by Umer is going to cost him the game there.
Wrath gets, and then yeah, 3,
Yep,
5,
it's 1
6,
over.
7, 8. Wow, I did not expect that.
Nope. I thought Umer had this game with Doom packed into the Death Knight.
Like honestly, you Doom Pack that board because like he has no chance of like
Yeah.
coming back
So,
after you Doom Pack. It doesn't matter how many cards you're mulliganing, and then you have a better hero power than he does.
yes,
So you
exactly.
win the game.
And you know Jasper, his hand doesn't do anything. If you're trying to,
Because
he has one.
Jasper would have played his hand.
But exactly,
turns
he
ago.
only has one threat at most. So you should go ahead and Doom Pack. The only way you lose there is if you don't Doom Pack. But now it comes down to Druid Mirror, and it looks like both players are playing Jade.
All right, so whoever gets the biggest Jade first wins.
And
Tar
Umer's
Creeper
keeping
in the
Wrath in the mirror. I really do not keeping Wrath in the mirror. You need ramp.
Malfurion!
Very bad
Maybe,
hand
yeah,
for
like-
Umer.
I must protect.
And
and
quite
that's
a
a
good
solid
hand
hand
for
for Jasper.
Must
That's
be
a solid
preserved.
hand. 1, 2, 4.
You want ramp and Jades in the mirror, and Jasper has plenty of those. Umer has none.
You Wrath that 1/1. That's what you're hoping. That's why. This is the only reason why you kept Wrath. So do what you wanted to do. I mean, Doomsayer is fine. It's gonna slow down the turn 4. Hey.
Yeah, but Jasper has Idol into Growth, into Spirit, into Coin and Aya. It doesn't get much better than that. Ah,
Just drawing Doomsayer. I guess we're gonna see Doomsayer and a Doomsayer.
oh wow.
It's gonna be a mirror turn. Jade Spirit, Doomsayer, Jade Spirit, or you could even play Aya Blackpaw.
Yes,
You probably just
I
play Aya
believe you would
Blackpaw.
point out an Aya.
And then you can't even play your other Doomsayer. You have to play Spellbreaker. But Spellbreaker Wrath on that Aya seems sweet.
And there's a Wild Growth. It's a little late, but
The end is
wouldn't have done it much good earlier anyway.
Can clear it with the Wrath. And then coin out the other Jade Spirit.
Yes.
Or
You can also
drawing.
just ramp and
Or,
ramp.
yeah, ramp.
Yep.
That's
I
fine.
like this.
That's probably better.
I knew it!
So I think you need to cycle this Wrath. I think you cycle the Wrath on the 2/2, kill it, and then play Doomsayer and try to get initiative. I definitely do not like this at all. You need draw. You're never going to win with this hand.
Yeah, this hand I don't see this hand winning. The other hand has all the Jades.
Yep. I think you have to cycle that Wrath there and then play the Doomsayer and try to get some sort of initiative.
And drawing that mind control tech. There's no way you're getting back in this game. Spellbreaker the
Your magic
5/3.
shall not save
Yeah, so you can play Spreading Plague Doomsayer next turn and hope that goes off. But he has no follow-up, right? The only other card in his hand is Swipe, and that's not what you want.
I mean, you coin out both things here. It seems risky.
I like actually playing Fandral and Behemoth. It plays around mind control tech, and Fandral is very difficult for a Druid to get through a 3/5. They have swipe for a 4 health minion, and you know your opponent's with Wrath, so that extra point of damage is going to be very tough, and he's going to feel like he has to kill it. So I think I like Behemoth and Fandral here. Well,
I also
yeah,
just like passing the turn because you're ahead.
Time waits for no one.
killing off the 2/1. This is fine too, yes.
You're going face with the 3/3, yep. Or killing that off. Double swipe.
Oh, not what you want.
Yeah, there's no Jades in.
I think you have to
I-
just swipe the 4/4. I mean,
That's
Brain
a
Plague
really
Doomsayers-
awkward Doomsayer play.
Yeah, it's what is this achieving? You're clearing your opponent's board, but then they're just going to play another board this next turn. You don't have anything to do. I think I would definitely rather see swipe there. You can get a better play Doomsayer off.
Yeah, now this Jade Spear is gonna be insane.
What to do?
Do any of these lists play Auctioneer? I haven't seen. I don't think Jasper does.
No, I think with
It's just the ultimate
UI.
infestation these days.
Yeah, with UI, there's no need for Gadgets and Auctioneer.
I thought it was still a one of. Maybe I'm wrong. Just drawing another Sweating Pike. Ugh, so awkward.
Played.
Yeah, it's one of the worst Jade hands I've seen. Now he does always have the draw Ultimate Infestation next turn, which help a little bit.
Both players can draw Ultimate Infestation though, and that's really good for both of them. I don't hate just playing your Death Knight there.
Yes, this is very good for sure.
I mean, getting all that with those creatures. Oh baby.
Now this double swipe happens to not be too bad here. You clear everything but one minion.
Yeah, I think that's what you go for. Spreading Plague here, I don't
what
see.
Brain Plague's accomplishing.
I mean, you keep 1/2s alive, and then the swipes are like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think you definitely need to play one swipe here. That way you
Anything
can
he
Behemoth
draws
swipe
here
the
is
next
insane.
turn.
That Wrath literally is insane. I mean, he also gets the hero power, which is great. And you get to play Mire Creeper value.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, you don't really get value with it, but still, like, you wish you got value.
Death is eternal. My turn is not.
Double swipe here has to be the play. Double swipe.
Yeah,
Don't think about Jade Behemoth. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything.
Yep, and you also need to log breath here as well.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm really not
I don't
liking
like it. I don't like it.
Nope.
So we. The thing is now that even though Jasper's so far ahead, like miles ahead, he's starting to draw dead, and if like Lemar picks up an ultimate here, this might be a comeback, like just like a comeback turn, because that swipe here is actually like kind of insane.
Yes, it is pretty good if he doesn't. Jasper doesn't kill this too well.
You swipe the 6/6, you wipe the board, you kill the 6/6, and then what is Jasper left with? He has a 3-3 and a 2/2 that does nothing almost, and Lumar could start coming back here. Swipe the 6/6.
Yep, he's
Kill it with
good.
the 2/2. Use your hero power, kill the 2/2. Play your Tower Creeper, even though you just Wild Growth. Don't like that. I don't think you play the Tower Creeper. Okay, you're playing Tower Creeper.
No, I think the Tar Creeper is fine here. It's not going to get any better than blocking 2 minions. Right, if he just hero powers down to a 2/1, the Tar Creeper just gets eaten up by whatever Jasper plays this turn.
Alright, so this... There it is, all infestation. Alright, we might be back in this game.
No, I think you actually ultimate infestation 7.
The 3/2, you gotta... What? Really? You're not gonna...
No, you definitely play ultimate infestation on the 7/7 here.
Because you're hoping for like...
If you do it on the 3/2, you have no way,
Primal?
you have no way of killing the 7/7. You're just going to get a free trade. So I don't like this. I think you hit it the 7/7.
There's all the Jade cards we've been missing this whole game.
Yep.
I mean, but like, you're not dead.
There's an innervate, not what Jasper wanted to draw there.
This is now... This game has now possibly turned around. You go Fandral, you go Nourish, you go Jade Idol. It's a great turn next turn.
Yep. And I actually think you Jade Idol before Nourish. You want to draw those Jade Idols. At this point, you're just trying to get Jades. Jade Idol is a very good draw.
If you draw your ultimate infestation, I would put Jade Idol, 3 more Jades in the deck with your Fandral.
But this game is a good example of how insane ultimate infestation can be.
There's a Drake. That's also a solid draw.
Yes.
I don't hate draking. Alright, that's solid. I would play that too, but that opens you up to mind control tech. This could be the turn. There's no other turn you mind control tech. This is the turn. That steals a 3/6 with taunt. That is the best one.
Yes. I feel at this point with Jasper's hand, you just have to hit him in the head, try to get him, because you know he's already played all.
You kill the 3/3 here. You kill the 3/3. I don't hate that line.
Yes, you hit his face with the 7/2. You definitely trade.
Yeah, you definitely hit the 7/2 face. You're not gonna kill his 4/4 for 7 points of damage. You know your hand's not that great.
Death is eternal.
I don't see why. Okay, I guess taking 1 less damage is fine.
I really don't like that. You don't. That 1 damage is not going to be very relevant to your hero, and it could be relevant to
another UI. Another UI.
Yep.
That's like, I definitely would go Fandral, and then Jade Idol, and then Nourish, and then set up UI. Like, I don't think you UI here. even though you're so far ahead.
No, I don't like
You're
this.
mulliganing one. I don't like it.
Yeah, this is a weaker play. This is one of the weaker plays you could do. I would prefer him to play Primordial Drake there.
Every single Jade card was in the bottom 6. That's funny. Alright, so we tapped a Nourish. This game's not over.
Plague, Swipe, and Jade Idol.
Is that the first Jade? No, it's the second Jade. So you don't want to make a Jade here. Swipe is fine. That's hero power also.
Now the only thing going for Jasper is he is 3 ahead on the Jade count. Because Umar has been slow putting out those Jades from his hand. He's spent a turn using his second ultimate infestation.
The web unravels. I'm out of cards.
Oh, that was a mulligan.
I agree.
I didn't know. I forgot that was a mulligan. That he was gonna mulligan one, and that was the worst mulligan.
Yeah, but now he has Fandral, Idol, and to Nourish, and then that's.
I mean, you're getting double Jade Idols. You're getting Jade Idols for days. You don't even want to put all the Jade Idols back right now. I would have just Nourished and then other Jade Idol and then Jade Blossomed.
Yep. And now Umar has caught up on the Jade count.
And now has so many Jades in deck. The ultimate infestation for Jasper needs to be that next card, or this game is just over.
Yeah,
This is how insane ultimate infestation is.
I think Jasper in the next draw needs to be Doomsayer, and his draw after that needs ultimate infestation.
Alright, so we're not shuffling. We're trying to raise face damage. I don't hate that.
Mm-hmm.
I
think this is the correct play, but he probably should have played it the last turn.
Alright, so we're going to play our Drake here. 100%. That's the line, right?
Yes.
Apparently not. Wait, didn't you just give up your game? Like, how are you? Well, I'm very confused.
Yes, I am too. I think that's a throw.
I think he just threw it again.
Yeah, you can't survive from here now.
I'm surprised.
Yeah,
He was so far ahead.
And we saw something similar in this last game where he was so far ahead with that Warlock, and then he played Gul'dan, which allowed Jasper to just kill him that turn. And it looks like the exact same things happening on the Druid.
Like, I don't know. Like, he had another turn. He kills the 9/9 with a 7/7. He kills the. He kills the. I thought he had another turn. Maybe I didn't count it, and that's why he just gave up. But
no, the Drake would have saved him there. So yeah.
Well, all right. Jasper wins it after that insane comeback that I didn't think.
Yes,
Jasper would have won this.
Yep, one of the greatest Jade Druid comebacks I've seen for a while, and almost had it, but not quite there at the end.
Disappointing, but there you have it, folks. Sunday Ticket at its finest. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think We saw some pretty good games, some pretty good comebacks, but
They were interesting. They were more interesting than the hand buff shutout.
yes. But I was glad to see some interesting decks like that hand buff.
Yes, I do love a good hand buff,
Yes.
and I will be adding Firefly because maybe I overlooked it. I think that will do it for us on the Sunday ticket.
Join us next week for week 6 of SHL.
Only 2 more weeks until the cutoffs.